Okay, your wish is my command, people. Someone asked me about ringworm treatments and wanted very specifics, which I'm not really into doing across the internet, but I will talk about ringworm in general. We're back at 1550. Huge thanks to Netix for supporting this over the next 50 days. But I suppose ringworm, what is it? It's a fungus. It affects cattle, sheep. It can affect humans. Caused by trichophyton is the spore that affects cattle. The symptoms we see are kind of circular lesions for hair loss. You can get crusting. They can be whitey grey. They start small and they get larger. Younger animals typically you'll see it around the heads. Older animals you might see it on the flanks. But again, ringworm, it doesn't cause huge clinical issues, very unsightly. Now, I suppose what I want people to do is ask the question, why is it there? What does it do? So these are the hair follicles and the little follicles and the hairs in the skin. The spores go and propagate on the skin, causing hair loss, causing that crusting and reaction. So why are younger animals more prone? Again, their pH of their skin is more base, or it's a higher pH, where older animals their pH is lower, which might be an indication of why younger animals get it. It does some damage to the hide. To diagnose it, to rule out with other conditions, is you need to take somebody's the spores will be on the hairs here. If you take some hair plucks, it's easy to do that. I suppose when you look at treatments, it's not causing huge clinical issues. So if the cattle are healthy, it will run its course, particularly when they go out. Sunlight, UV light will help. It takes 7 to 8 months, so it's quite a long period of time. We must remember these trichophyton spores as well will survive for years in the environment, so that can be very difficult around. If you're getting really bad ringworm, it's really unsightly for selling animals, and it can do high damage, and maybe it can open the door to other issues with bacterial infections. But when you look at fungal, they're very topical. So I would have always given topical treatments with knapsack sprayers. So things like Amaverol, antifungal preparations, and knapsack sprayers, soaking the animals in them, and doing that once every 3 days for 3 goes. So something very much based around soaking and treating, topical treatments. There's a vaccine you can use to prevent it, and there's a vaccine actually also acts to treat it. Again, UV light, time, and of course there's all these other off-label stuff that I don't get into for ringworm treatment. And we want to be very careful in food producing animals that we're using products that are suitable and scientific when we're talking about control of anything. Just remember, ringworm is a zoonosis. That's an important thing. It can spread to humans, and always ask, why are your animals getting ringworm? Is there issues with immunity? Is there issues with the environment inside, housing? Can we do more to fresh air? Can we look at space? Can we look at stocking densities? And people ask me about minerals as well. Potentially, with so many minerals play so many different roles in the body. But if you look at, say, copper and poor coat, you look at selenium and vitamin E and oxidative processes. So minerals absolutely is something that you would want to check off the list if you're getting ringworm in your cattle. And obviously they play such a huge role in things inside the body as well. Okay, so that's ringworm. Nasty looking disease. Not the worst disease for animals to get, but it is unsightly, can do high damage, and remember, it's a zoonosis. Okay, thought for today, a little bit of passion every so often. Now, not the type of passion people might be thinking about, but just having passion for what you do, passion for farming, passion for, I'm very passionate about what I do. It really is infectious. It's a great thing to have. It should be encouraged, and a little bit of enthusiasm as well. It doesn't go astray. That's my thoughts for today. Happy, safe farming, everyone.